Hello everyone, welcome to Dark Fae Tarot. You are joining me on the end of a very warm, muggy day in Brussels. Welcome to new subscribers, welcome back to those who already know me. So yes, you are joining me for a VR to Moon Scarab channel. The person is called Ramon, and I'm doing a VR to them on their tag called One Tarot Card. I want to get this right, One Tarot Card. I saw this tag, in somebody else's video. I can't remember whose. I've seen so many videos lately. And then I traced it back to Moon Scarab channel. I found the prompts very interesting and just very sweet and short. And I thought, yeah, I'd like to join in too. So yeah, thank you for creating this tag. And I will be able to go through this with my very trusted Everyday Witch Tarot. I was thinking of other decks that I could show because I've got like a gazillion decks, but I wanted to, the more I looked at the questions, the more the cards from Everyday Witch came back to me, and I just thought, yeah, this is the deck to work with for this tag. The Everyday Witch Tarot is by artwork by Elizabeth Alba, and the writer is Deborah Blake. I do understand that they have more decks coming through. I know that there's a cat deck also that's being created as well. And yeah, so why did I choose this deck? I just want to start off by saying that is because you will have seen my beloved fur buddy on this channel, and he's still with us. He's getting up there in the years, but he's still with us. And you know, I need to work with a deck which is so homely and such a beautiful tag, which is very homely. I need to work with, of course, the Everyday Witch, because my fire buddy features in all the cards as well. So where is a witch without her black cat, right? So anyway, yeah, so that's the deck I'm working with. So the first prompt is which one card is inspiring you? And this is actually the reason why I wanted to pick this deck, because the first thing I thought of was the card that I'm about to show you. The card that really inspires me and makes me just feel like, yeah, you know, I can do life today. I've got something to show. I've got something to do. I can make it work. I can make it happen. Hang on a second. And if I can find her, there she is. This is the card, the Ace of Wands. I love the Ace of Wands in a lot of decks. I love aces, but the Ace of Wands is one of my favorites. I also really love it in Druidcraft as well, actually, I had a very spiritual moment with that card in Druidcraft, but I really love it in this deck as well because, you know, she's got ideas bursting forward and everything's up in the air. And this deck does the suits very, very well. Actually, the story plays out quite cool. But the Ace of Wands here I just really like because it's just very magical. It's potent with energy. It's potent with possibilities. She's surprised, and I absolutely love her little cat there as well, also joining in on the fact that, you know, what can we create? What can we do? Endless fun here and endless initiatives possible. Okay, so which one card is the most distressing to you? And I guess I'll explain as well why. And I think that this is a card that's distressing to many people, but in this deck, I really find it very poignant. Let me see if I can get them both right. So here it is, the Nine of Swords, which really is a very good representation of this sadness and just being lost in our thoughts and lost in just over-analyzing and overthinking. And I absolutely like the fact that her cat has put its paw on her arm to say, like, you know, you need to wake up, basically. You need to stop thinking like this. But she's not seeing it, you know. And we even have the canary there singing and welcoming a sunrise, but she's not seeing that still. So I really like this card because it really reminds me of some of my dark nights of the soul as well. And the other card, I'm sorry, I'm cheating here. There's two cards here. Is the Ten of Wands in this deck. I absolutely love it, especially because of the fact that, you know, he's been stabbed. It's pretty bad. It's brutal. It's not looking good. He's reaching for that broom, and you can see the cat is kind of like trying to defend the territory. So I just love the story in this deck, and yeah, those are the cards I picked. Number 3, which card is the most enigmatic to you? Well, you all know my significator. If you know me and you know this channel, you know who I'm going to pick, and of course she's here. She is the Queen of Wands. This is very much kind of like my moon. My moon sign is Sagittarius, and I really like the fact that later on in life the flame really came alive, you know, And so I always look for the Queen of Wands, and I always wanted to see a very feisty woman, a woman who's ready to stand her ground and say what she needs to say. I love the dragon in the back of this. Breathing fire. There's everything. And the cat's playing with the flower that's falling, from the bouquet. It's just like, I love a sassy woman, and that's what this gives me. And so, I really find her to be enigmatic. I guess that's the word I'm going to use. But there could be many cards actually to represent that. Which one card would you put in a 1,000 year time capsule for future humankind? And I guess why as well. And, for future humankind, I guess the card that I picked, if you just give me a moment, there's so many here, but I kind of like tried to pick out all the cards before we began so I could get to them a lot quicker. Here she is, yeah. It's this one, it's the world, It's kind of like, I grew up in a very tense person. I had a lot of things going on as well in my life. My life was just very, very chaotic from the beginning, and it wasn't easy. And the world is a really great representation, I think, here of let go and just enjoy it and be in the moment and just, allow the elements to come into my life. And she's letting the water and the air and the breeze, and it's just such a letting go card I see here, where the hat is flying off, and even the cat here is very well rested, and you've got this cocktail in the background. It's just a card of like, enjoy life. And I think that humankind needs to understand we need to enjoy life, we need to let go, and we need to allow ourselves to just enjoy the beautiful planet we're on. Because this planet is gorgeous, but what we're doing to it is pretty sad. So this card just reminds me of just enjoying life a little bit. Okay, another one. If you were elected president of a newly created country, which card would you use and why? Or which card would you use to put on the flag and why? And I found this a bit of an interesting one. I had to really go, It's interesting as well because actually I was thinking when I read this question, I was like, my parents come from a country that had to, for the first time ever, make its flag when it got independence in 1947. And the flag means so much. I'm talking about India here, of course. The flag means so much. Every color, everything that's represented in there, it really had to stand for the fact that, hundreds of millions of people are going to be covered by this flag. And now it's 1.3 billion people. So for me, this was an interesting question. I was like, wow, that's a huge responsibility actually to create a flag. So going through this deck, purely based on this deck, but I had to show it was, I love the Six of Wands in this deck. And that's because there's victory and she's won, but she's sharing her victory with everybody else. And she's making it, a part of a community thing, not just about her. And I thought that was beautiful. That's something about our country, right? That we come together and whenever there's a victory or we've done well, everyone gets to celebrate. Everyone can be a part of that. It's what brings people together. And I found that when I was going through the deck, I was like, I don't know what to say. And then I realized that's a beautiful Six of Wands. That's quite distinct and unique on its own. And I'm just thinking, where's the fur buddy in this? Because as usual, we have to have the cat there. Oh, I can't see the cat in this one. Interesting. Okay, so the next question is so if you were Earth's ambassador to an alien civilization, which I think I would belong more in actually, which card would you use to represent humanity and why? I think the card that I would represent humanity, again going on this particular deck, I think this deck gives me lots of beautiful images, is the Ace of Cups. And because she's content and her cup overfloweth. Humans, we have this huge range of emotions, which animals do too, but we also have the gift of consciousness of how we use those emotions and to be able to curtail them and make sure that they're channeled in the right way. And the Ace of Cups is this seed potent energy of so much of relating to each other and our world. And I love the kitty there. Really, she's drinking from the pool, falling from the cup. And yeah, it just, this card really reminded me of like, as humans, we have so much to offer our world and the world that we live in. And hopefully that's a representation of humanity for me. Yeah. Which one card represents someone you love? I have two answers for this. So, you know, I don't want to make a long story out of this. Where can I find her? Here she is. It's the Queen of Pentacles. Also, the Queen of Pentacles in the Dream Keeper's Tarot, I absolutely love as well. This is a representation, of course, of my mother. She's a Capricorn. I'll keep this short. My mother was widowed when she was very, very young. So she's really had to pull it together and you know, and keep things going, I guess, and just build that shelter as one person. And I really, really got to understand her when I realized how much of her Capricorn energy is a true life force that has sustained her. She is the hardy goat that will climb and make things possible. And, you know, sorry if I can, yeah, now we've got a good shot. This Queen of Pentacles really, she has a little bit of a somber face because she's taken on that really strong role. Beautiful energy here. Abundance, safety, security, sturdiness, but also, you know, she's going to tell the truth because we've got to make sure things work, you know. And I think that really reminds me of how lucky I was in some ways, that in a very horrible, difficult situation, you know, she really tapped into her energy to try and get things to be, you know, and to make it work in that situation. The other one that I wanted to say was, you know, which card represents someone you love, and I don't want to get these mixed up, but let's just quickly go through the pack very, very quickly, because it's in every card someone I love, nearly every card, someone I love, and that is a representation of my beautiful fur buddy. He's here in every card, and yeah, so yeah. Which one card would you choose as the cover of your autobiography? Like, that's quite a funny one. I got two here again. I got a few. This is a bit of a tough one. I got two majors and a minor. Let's just go for it. Okay. I've got Justice here. I've got such a kinship with Justice this year. I don't know what's going on here, but I just love it. I just love the fact that she's balancing the scales and she's trying to read this book, and she's got one eye on them all, kind of thing. And it just sums up, you know, that kind of like, you know, yeah, I'll balance things out. I'll make sure things are balanced. There you go. I love the sassiness in the tower with this witch. She's brought it down. The cat here looks petrified. But I love that sassy witch, you know, that's, yeah, I wouldn't mind this being the cover of my autobiography, actually. So yeah, this is really a bit of me, the other side of me. And the other side of me is definitely, I'm a 5 of Cups. It's like, sometimes I'm like, look at what's left instead of looking at what's spilt. And I adore this card because the cat there, I don't know if you can see it very well, the cat there is eyeing up the lobster. The cat's like, hey, I've got lobster here, some wine, I've got the feast, and she's crying over these 3 cups, missing out on the picnic. So there you go. Which one card, if you could upgrade a Minor Arcana card to Major, which one would it be? This is a tough one for me because I love the minors in the deck. So I'm always like, the minors are actually quite rich. There's a lot going on. I think that for me, a minor that I would like to see upgraded, and it's a bit of a tough one, but I'm going to pick it. You know, people will be like, why did she pick something like that? And where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Can I find her? So now I can't find the card that I picked for this. There's loads that I could pick for this. But I've got a feeling that, yeah, I'm not going to be able to find it now because I think it got shuffled. This deck is just wonderful. Let's go through it like this, so then you can join me as I shuffle through it. Can I find the minor? Look at this deck, it's amazing, isn't it? Can I find the minor that I want to upgrade and make into a, look at this deck, it's just amazing. And yeah, it's escaping me. It's escaping me. But I love cards which don't look, which are basically in the moment, and they don't always look great, to be quite honest with you. I love cards like that. Here it is. Sorry, took so long. There we are. There we have it, the Seven of Swords. I think the Seven of Swords packs so much emotion. Sometimes we have guilt, there's betrayal, of course, getting away with things, but there's this, you know, that seven is also a lot to do with our virtues, our sins, you know, the seven things that we need to be mindful of. There's just so much in the Seven of Swords. I think it's a tough card, definitely, but I like it because you know, it's not very nice what happens here, but it shows a lot of the desperation, I guess, of a human. So yeah, maybe this one. There's so many I could pick. If you could mentor one of the pages of the tarot, which would it be? Yeah, this was a really good question. I did find this, and I had taken it out to use, and now I can't to show, and now probably I can't find them. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? It is, of course, the page. Can I find them? No, I can't find them in here. That's the hardest thing. Only is like sometimes I've prepared it and then I can't find the cards that I need. Can I find them? See, we have here the Page of Pentacles. Look at the Page of Pentacles in this deck. And then we have here the Knight of Swords. And then we have here the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, and there we have him. Page of Swords. And I'm picking this at this moment. It'll probably change, you know, if you ask me this like 6 months later. But I'm picking the Page of Swords right now because I had a really big moment in, I think it was like the end of winter, beginning of spring, because I'm dealing with an issue and I have kept analyzing it over and over and over again. You know, I kept going in there with my sword energy, with my analytical side, going in there and trying to decipher it. And it finally occurred to me when I got the Page of Swords. It was another deck I was looking at the time, but I got the Page of Swords and it was kind of like very clear that I keep going in there with this rush of, I'm going to solve it all. And actually it needs a more mature energy this time. And I think that's why I picked the Page of Swords this time. Okay. And I think that's it. That was 10 questions. I think it was 10 questions. So I will wrap up now. God, this deck is just amazing. Let me show you a few more cards. I will wrap up now, and we can, yeah, we can meet again for another video another time. Thank you so much, Ramon, for this wonderful tag. It was short, it was fun to do, and I will see you all soon. Take care now. Bye.